This is Shot Putting Steps to Success, and in this presentation I'm going to tell you how to be successful in throwing the shot put. As you see here in the picture, there are two state medals. They are gold, of course, and hopefully at the end of this presentation you'll be able to go out and achieve these yourself, because that will provide you with the material and knowledge that you need to do. The goal from every athlete is to win. To reach that goal sometimes is not always the easiest thing to do. If you shot putters out there that don't know the exact technique or are having trouble with the rotational style of throwing, take a look at these steps to success. When throwing the shot put, some of the materials that you need and are required are the shot put, of course, and in the high school you will need either a 12-pound shot put if you're a boy and an 8.8-pound shot put if you're a girl. If you're a boy in college, you'll need a 16-pound shot put. The circles that you're throwing in, the rings, for outdoor there are concrete rings, and for indoor there are wooden rings. The throwing shoes are a must. These shoes are made slick on the bottoms to create the least amount of friction as possible. To help prevent injury, you can either tape your wrist or buy yourself a wrist wrap, but this is optional, but it can help prevent injury to your wrist, because throwing a 16-pound shot or even an 8.8-pound shot, that's a lot of force and weight on your wrist at one time. Although some people might think that shot putting is all about strength and technique, they are completely wrong. It's a mixture of technique, mentality, and strength, and it's in that order. The first thing that you need to worry about is warm-up. Do your exercises and stretches to get your muscles loose and the blood flowing through them. This is also so you don't injure yourself while you allow your body to use maximum amounts of energy and strength to throw further. The second thing that you need to worry about is the mentality part of things. You need to get focused by forgetting about everything outside of throwing. Nothing that's going on at home, nothing going on in your schoolwork, just throwing. You need to work on your form, your technique, and go through that over and over and over in your head. A good way to think about, or what to think about, is getting beat in competition. For most athletes, they don't like to get beat, and this will make you want to better yourself to win. The third thing is to be able to control that mentality but relax at the same time. You gotta take a deep breath, do not try and muscle the shot put, and once you get into competition you're gonna have adrenaline flowing, which is sometimes hard to relax with adrenaline flowing because you want to try to throw it really far and get it really far out there. But you're gonna have to relax and trust yourself, because the adrenaline will do the work for you. The fourth thing that you need to do is learn your technique. Technique, 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 technique. So if you have all the strength and power in the world, you can want it as much as you can with your mentality, but if you don't have a decent amount of technique, then you're not going to throw very far at all. The first thing you want to know for your technique is the grip, which is in the top left. And with the grip, you can see the shot put in my hand there. It's right below the bottom part of all four of your fingers. You can feel your joints there to where it connects to your hand. And that's the perfect position to hold the shot put. And your placement is right below the ear and behind the jawbone is where you want the ideal position. But once you start throwing, you're going to get a comfortable spot and you'll be able to put it where it feels best for you. The placement of the shot put on the neck is with the rotational style. It takes away the centrifugal force, which, to make more sense with that, is if you have a bucket of water and you swing it around in a circular motion, such as the water being the shot put on your neck, it will stay in the bucket. But you don't want it to stay in the bucket, because then it'll start coming off your neck like this. So if you have it pushed up against your neck here, then it'll take away the centrifugal force. The double support phase is the squatting position out at the back of the circle. The goal is to get the first single support phase. To do this, you must swing your free leg out and shift your weight over the planted leg. You can see the squatting position in the picture below. The first single support phase is the top left here is the picture, and that's a support leg action. As you pivot on your support leg, you drive in a sprinting motion towards the direction of the throw, which you can tell in the top right here. It's kind of like when you're taking off as a sprint, but it's just similar to it. The swing leg and the free leg, you can have an aggressive swing or free leg to create torque with the body. The non-support phase is the drive leg will be bent and tucked in midair, and the swing leg will be inverted. There's not a picture of this, but neither one of your feet will be on the ground. It's the transition between the last picture on the previous slide and this picture here in the top right. And the second single support phase is here in the top right, where there's only one leg on the ground. The swing leg reconnects with the ground and begins in a pivot motion there in the top right again. This will cause the amount of friction, which lets the maximum amount of energy go into the throw, which, as we talked about earlier, the throwing shoes are really slick on the bottom, and this just increases the amount of energy on the throw. The second double support phase, as known by many people, is the power position. The drive leg reconnects with the ground, and the shoulders are back and the legs are in the slight squatting position. The free arm is mostly straight, as you can see below. This is probably the most important position that you can be in. It sets up your whole throw. If this right here is wrong, then your throw probably isn't going to be as good as it could be. Another important thing is the delivery phase. You turn in the direction of the throw and you throw your free arm around in about a 45-degree angle to create more energy for the throw, which the 45-degree angle sets up the angle of the throwing position, which maximizes your distance for the shot put to travel. And you pivot on your swing leg in an upward rotation. You push the shot put in the direction of the throw while maintaining contact with the shot put as long as possible, as you can see in the top left. Here's the delivery phase, and as you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. If your delivery is not executed almost perfectly, then the maximum amount of distance is not going to be very good for you. And this right here is at a home meet here at Stephen F. Austin. This is myself throwing. I ended up getting second this meet, but it's not the golds that I wanted, such as in the first picture of the presentation, but this will work. I'm satisfied with that, and it's a live action shot. To wrap things up, I hope that each of you have learned some things that can help contribute to your state medal and competition to make you a better shot putter. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.